Hello YouTube, I am the Kingpin of Cinema with the QB999, and we're here to bring you yet another movie review where...
Now we're gonna take a trip down to communist China.
So grab your Leonardade.
Lemonade, it'll fuck your taste buds.
That's good stuff.
Drink for the comrade, masses. Drink for the masses, comrade.
We're gonna go down to communist China, check out the Karate Kid, the new one. Because, I don't know, they decided not to give it a new title, or even Karate Kid 5, or anything like that, just the Karate Kid. Because we're too lazy.
Well, and they also didn't want to call it Kung Fu Kid. Because I'll tell you right now, they're not doing any karate, they're doing Kung Fu.
I think that would have made more sense, but they wanted the title of Karate Kid series with it, but I think Kung Fu Kid...
It's because it's more marketable. I mean, more memorable. So, what do we think of it?
Well, first off, general synopsis of the story. Black kid moves to China, doesn't quite fit in as well as he had hoped. Has to learn karate, or Kung Fu.
I wouldn't imagine how.
Anyway, what we thought of it. First off, for this type of story, way too long. It was like, what?
It was 2 hours and 20 minutes long.
Almost 2.5 hours.
Not including previews. When you include previews, it's 2 hours and 40 minutes long. When you're pushing Avatar length...
This is a long-ass movie.
They could have easily cut out a half hour of this movie. You still would have got the gist. You still would have got every major plot point. And it would have been much better. You will fill its length at times. And I guarantee it.
Yeah, there are times where it moves along sluggishly slow.
Oh, Jesus Christ, does it ever. But, I mean, does it make the movie bad?
Not really.
But this is a scene-to-scene remake of the original.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But then when is it... It's always the same story with everything. Bad kid beats up kid who doesn't know how to defend himself.
Or like
kid becomes back, learns to defend himself, then kicks the other kid's ass.
Oh, and don't forget that he falls in love.
Oh, falls in love.
Oh.
Now,
like, does this movie pretty much say that Jaden Smith is going to be a huge star?
Yeah.
Goddamn right it does. He's going to be huge.
Everyone already loves his boyish charm. Some people have said he kind of comes off really, really cocky, really full of himself. Not now. Really full of himself, like, kind of like he talks down like he deserves all this. He deserves all this attention. Well, look who his dad is. He's probably grown up from birth with his dad telling him, you're going to be a great star someday. You're going to win Oscars. Hell, you're going to even win a Grammy. Your acting is so great. So I don't fault him for that. That's just how he was brought up.
Yeah, considering that his dad's Will Smith, you know, it only makes sense that his dad would have groomed him to be this huge, that's going to be a huge star.
And he's going to be.
And hopefully he stays off the drugs. Jaden Smith, stick with Leonardade. Quenches the thirst for the people.
Save that till the end. Now, the other big star in this is Jackie Chan.
He does a good job, too, surprisingly.
Alright, we gotta get this out of the way because it's our favorite part. Nothing better than Jackie Chan beating up a bunch of kids.
Oh, definitely.
All that's missing is Setzer from Kingdom Hearts with his big wiffle bat, just smacking kids around.
That's like the best. That's like the highlight of the movie is Jackie Chan just wiping 8 kids out. He just takes them to school. He just beats the hell out of them. Actually, he's using his kung fu to have them beat each other up.
But it's still...
It's fantastic.
He's the direct cause.
Yeah. Like I said, he does a good job in it. Is he as memorable as, say...
Mr. Miyagi?
Mr. Miyagi in the original? No. Mr. Miyagi... The character of Mr. Miyagi was a hell of a lot better. He was light years ahead. When you compare them, both of them, you can, look at Mr. Miyagi and be like, yeah, he makes more sense as the mentor. He looks wise. He looks,
he looks older.
He looks the part. Whereas Jackie Chan, you look at him and be like, I kind of don't buy that, but I'll run with it.
That was kind of part of the movie, though, was that he's supposed to be like, you don't really expect him to be that kind of guy with the way he looks, the line of work he's in.
You're kind of right.
Because that was kind of the whole point, is that he's not supposed to give off that Kung Fu Master persona.
Actually, yeah, I haven't thought of that, so that does make sense. But that would be kind of giving the movie too much credit. Come on, it's the Karate Kid. How can you mess up the Karate Kid? It's like messing up mac and cheese. You boil the freaking water. That's all you do.
Now, one thing that's a huge cliche in all these movies I'm getting tired of is the final fight with the two kids. You know the bad kid loses. There's no surprise there. But of course, then he starts to respect the other kid, so he wants to give him the trophy and like give him a pat on the back. You know, right after like beating him up 3 separate occasions, breaking his leg in the tournament, all this fun stuff. He just wants to go, okay, now I respect you. Here's your trophy, pat on the back. And Jaden is like, okay, yeah, fine. Fuck that, I would be... You think I kicked your ass now? Wait till the judges aren't around. I'll be seeing you outside every day at school. It's like, I'm gonna make you... You're gonna have to transfer schools to get the fuck away from me. I am getting tired of that cliche of them becoming buddy-buddy after getting their asses kicked by each other.
Well, what part of a scene-to-scene remake didn't make any sense to you? That's how it was in the original. But, you know, the other thing I kind of have to comment on, I really don't want to, was this whole movie set in China, okay? Some really beautiful, excellent locations. But this movie is essentially a love letter to the country of China, which is like this horrible police state. And I don't know, I didn't quite see them kind of going that route, you know, of them leaving America and enjoying all the freedoms that we do to a country that's a police state, but it would have been nice.
Another thing I want to talk about is the first kid he meets, Harry, the one white kid in China, instantly meets with him and instantly leaves him. You see him once at the movie and then he's gone. You see him, he's like half on screen, like in the tournament when his family's like coming to cheer him on. You see half of him like on the camera, but you never really see him all the way.
Well, you know what? I guarantee that there's going to be a DVD director's cut with like 15 to a half hour of extra footage. This is the theatrical cut. I guarantee you there's a ton of more footage that they can add.
Now that's opposed to Jonah Hex, which I saw.
I didn't see.
Which felt like half the movie was missing.
I didn't see it. I was smart and I went and saw Iron Maiden live. But,
we'll come back to that one later. We'll come back to that one.
But for right now, I'm enjoying my Leonardade.
You know what? It's the end of the video, so yeah. Enjoy some Lemonade. It's delicious and it's communist.
Democracy-free.
That's how I enjoy it. So, as he sits there and enjoys it, join us again for another movie review, or any of our reviews. You know what? We just do anything we want, so...
We even take requests.
So any requests, let us know. Games, anime, movies, whatever.
And as always, if you don't like it, okay,